Good evening, students. Welcome back to 7th Standard Social Online class. Students, we are studying Geography Unit 3 Population and Settlement. In our previous class, we have learned about population, the four major races in the world, and different religions and major languages in the world. Today, we are going to study about what are the conditions which are favorable for the settlement. Settlement is a place where people live and interact through activities like agriculture, trading, and entertainment. We have divided the settlement into two types, rural settlement and urban settlement. Rural settlement mean village settlement, urban settlement mean city or town settlement. Now we will see the types of houses. Old house types. You see this one? This is old house types. In early period of human settlement, houses were built using local material. Nowadays we are living in the concrete places, but on those days the people use local available material to build house. The form of the house was closely related to the environment. The house must closely related to their environment, living environment. The agriculture regions, houses were built with mud walls and the roof was made of stacks of paddy or other crops of grass or thatch. So the houses is made up of mud wall and the roof is made up of stacks of paddy, rice or other crops of grass, some grasses or thatch. Local wood was used to provide frame for the roof. They are using local wood to frame the house. Such old houses had wide verandas and an open air circulation. They are having veranda. Nowadays we can call the hall, but they are having only one veranda in the house with open air circulation. The size of the house depended on the economic status of its inhabitants. Depend on their economic condition, they can build big house or small house. Now we will see patterns of settlement. Settlements also be classified into compact settlement and dispersed settlement. Compact, very close, and dispersed. Compact settlement is also known as nucleated settlement. Note this one. Compact settlement is otherwise called nucleated settlement. In this type, a number of houses are built very close to each other. We can see this type of houses in the city side, particularly in Madras side. The houses very close to each other. Such settlement develop along the river valleys and fertile plains. In India, compact settlements are found in the northern plains and the coastal plains of peninsular India. Note this one. We can see this type of compact settlement in northern area and the coastal area of peninsular India. Dispersed settlement. These are generally found in the areas of extreme climate. We can see this type of settlement in Kashmir area, forest area, hilly tract, grassland, areas of extensive cultivation. In Rajasthan, desert, the houses are dispersed there, here and there. In this settlement, houses are spaced far apart and after interspersed with field. The houses are dispersed. They have a lot of space far apart. In India, this type of human settlement is found in northern Hosi tract, the Ganga Delta, Thar Desert of Rajasthan, and foothills of the Himalayas and Nilgiris. In the hilly area, desert area, we can see this type of settlement. You see these pictures? This is we call dispersed settlement. There is houses you see here and there. There is there were no so many houses. A hierarchy of settlement. Settlement we can divide it into rural and urban settlement. Rural settlement, isolated, hamlet, village, small market. Urban settlement, town, city, conurbation. First we will see the rural settlement. You see this one. This is the huts. This is mostly available in the village area. Rural settlement are predominantly located near water bodies like river, lake and springs where water can be easily available. So this rural or village settlement is mostly located near the water body area like river, lake and springs where water can be easily available. People choose to settle near fertile land which is suitable for doing agriculture along with the provision of other basic needs. So their main occupation here is doing agriculture. So they are settled near the water area, water bodies. Hence they prefer to live near low-lying river valleys and coastal plains suited for cultivation. The availability of building material like wood, stone and clay near settlement is another advantage. Here they can easily get the material to build houses like wood, stone and clay. This is also another advantage. The first advantage, the water bodies area, it is suitable for doing agriculture. At the same time, they can easily get the material like wood, stone and clay for settlements to be built. Now, what are the factors influencing rural settlement? What are the conditions which are favorable for rural settlement? First, their natural topography, physical division, local weather condition, availability of the weather condition, and the soil and water resources, the soil types, and the nearby water bodies, and social organization and economic condition. These are the factors influencing rural settlement. What are the factors? The nature of topography, that is a physical division. Physical division is nothing but hills, forest, desert, like that. Local weather condition, soil and water resources, social organization and economic condition. Now we will see the pattern of rural settlement. The pattern of settlement has been defined as the relationship between house or building to another. So the pattern, the method is mainly defined as the relation between a house or building to another. A rural settlement pattern is a function of relief, climate, water supply and socio-economic factor. So rural settlement is mainly depend upon its physical division, availability of climate and availability of water supply and other socio-economic factor. It is broadly classified into four categories: a linear, rectangular, circular, star-like pattern. We can divide the rural settlement into four types. A linear type means that is the houses are arranged in a line, and rectangular shape, a circular shape and star-like pattern. These are the four patterns of rural settlement. Children, you see this one. This is a linear settlement. The houses are arranged in a line. In a linear settlement, houses are arranged along the either side of a road, a railway line, river or canal, the edge of a valley. So this settlement are arranged either side of a roadway, a railway and river side or canal side or edge of a valley. Example, the Himalayas, the Alps and Rockies. You see this one, houses are arranged in a line. It is arranged either side of a roadway. You see here, this is we call linear settlement. Next, rectangular settlement or almost straight, meeting each other at right angles. So the streets are meet at a right angle. Such a settlement is found in plains areas, intermountain plain, example Satluj River. Houses built around a central area are known as circular pattern of a settlement. Houses they built around a circular area. Such settlement develop around lake and tank. The star-like patterns of settlement develop on the sites and places where several roads converge and houses spread out along the sides of road in all direction. Example, the Indo-Ganga plains of Punjab and Haryana. You see this one circular pattern. It is in circular shape. It is around some lake, tank like that. You see this star-like pattern. It seems like a star. Pilgrim settlement, so holy places. Here the settlements is mainly depend upon the holy places. Pilgrim settlement may come up around a place of worship or any spot with a religious significance. Example, Thiruverkadu in Tamil Nadu, Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple and Tanjore Pragadishwar temple. So Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple, so many settlements are there. Their main focus around that temple. Next settlements, dry point settlement. You see this one near the some river. So many houses are there. This is we call wet point settlement. A wet point is a site with a reliable supply of water from well, tank, river, spring. Spring is nothing but pond in an area. You see this so many houses. They were situated near the river area. This is we call wet point settlement. Dry point settlement. A dry point settlement is located in low-lying area in the regions of excessive dampness. Dry point settlements are not affected by flooding because there is no rainfall. So they do not affected by any flood due to the landscape and the source of water. Such settlements are found in the coastal plains of Kerala. They are situated near the Kerala. There is no possible for flooding and deltas along the east coast of India. Students, up to this we will conclude the lesson. Today we have studied about settlement and the two types, rural settlement and urban settlement. Today we have completed the rural settlement and its various types. The remaining portion will be seen in our next class. Today I will give some home assignment. You copy in your classwork note and study well. Thank you.